Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, where we explain theories, facts, ideas, and concepts. Today we're going to ask the question, with Jake Paul's new fight against Nate Robinson on September 12th coming up, what does this mean for KSI if he wins? Jake Paul will fight Nate Robinson on the undercard of Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. on September 12th. What this means if he wins. This will have meant that Jake has won every boxing match that he's been in since he's been on the YouTube boxing game. This will also mean that he's the most sharpest he's ever been in terms of boxing skill. Now don't get me wrong, Jake is pretty skilled when it comes to boxing, and it shows that he's pretty dedicated to becoming a better boxer. And hopefully KSI has been training, because it seems that he hasn't been training since the Logan Paul fight. Now, that is a long time off. Jake has been training. He's been training for Gib, and he beat him. He's training for Nate Robinson, and if he wins, this means that Jake will be his most sharpest in terms of his boxing ability. Nate Robinson's boxing ability. See, he's really good with the feet, and he's really good with conditioning, as seen in the NBA. But NBA and boxing are different. They're way different sports. And from some of his training footage, it seems that he really should have took the fight on a later date and trained a little more. Because you really don't want to get in the ring with someone like Jake and only have had a month of training. And here's why Jake will win. It seems like it will be the same thing with Gib. He's fighting out of a different weight class, so someone like Jake has the upper hand, one, because he's taller, two, because he's used to the weight that he's at, or at least he's going to be just faster, but Gib was more heavier and thus not used to the weight that he was fighting at. Why I think Jake Paul will win. Jake Paul will win because, well, one, he has more training, two, he's taller, three, he's more ruthless, and four, he has an ability to work super hard. And he has this mindset that you will not outwork me. And if you saw the way he trained against Gib, only to beat him in the first round, what do you think he's going to do to train for Nate Robinson, an athlete, an NBA player, someone who has credentials as a worthy opponent? And if he loses, this won't look good for those people who want to see KSI versus Jake Paul. Because at this point, it would just be like, and what's the point? Nate Robinson beat him. He got beat already. Now we can put this YouTube boxing thing to rest. But I don't really see that happening because, like I said earlier, Jake has the ability to want it more than his opponent. And that's why I think he will win.